saying, not really too worried about you pushing through this smoke, but you've got to worry about Effect up on this height.
What an angle taken by Effect. That could have been the difference maker, but the turnaround again from Blackhand to force him off the high ground.
Hay un equipo aquí rotando hacia abajo.
Tenemos por aquí.
Están flash, están flash. Uy, le pegué 27 Twich a la Bangalore. Acá a la izquierda,
Ahí arriba, cayó, no.
Me bajé.
Puso un humo.
Sí, ya terminaron de pelear, creo. Sí, ya solo hay un team aquí arriba que nos va a querer empujar y yo no tengo muro.
Sí. Ya se baja el humo atrás.
Sí, guárdate el humo, yo creo. Y ahorita subimos. Pusieron
globo. ¿Se los destruye o no? Les podemos disparar desde aquí.
Yo le voy a disparar con
Dispárale aquí. Dispárale al...
Le voy a pegar al último.
¿Tubular?
No. Se cayeron los güeyes.
Está bien. Nice.
¿Vas a tener otro humo?
Because you've got 5 teams that are going to be trying to force themselves into Gale Station.
Green fight getting sent on right now, and it's Sentinels who are trying to take him down off that height. They will be eliminated. Sentinels extremely clean in that fight, but the problem is there's so many teams involved in this zone.
Now use that Dark Veil to try and get a little bit of cover so that they can walk down, but Blackhand are retreating at the same time because LG Chivas are still applying pressure from the building.
And LG, they also have a Kraber as well. I saw that in the kill feed momentarily, which makes the push even more difficult. 12 seconds till that zone closes. And speaking of Kraber, it's going to be Nizel who has it, looking through the smoke, looking for some skulls.
Yeah, he says my Kraber might not be able to see through, but my Bolt with a Digi-Threat certainly can. All the meanwhile, Carapoo taking a lot of damage. Blackhand now with Easy Flash, the last remaining will get wiped out. Realize also fall, as do Alliance.
Está curando. Muerto.
Sí, subo adentro.
No tengo.
Pueden meterse con Lip de nuevo,
Sí. Ahorita luteamos con humo.
Sí.
Now, Moist Esports have moved into zone. The only 2 teams who are in zone at the moment, Tom Youngkung and Moist Esports. This is what's happening elsewhere. This is the remnants of Gale Station, and the teams that are trying to leave don't stand still when there's a Kraber about.
So LG Chivas still in a pretty good position here, but they are being watched by Moist. If we see one of these Kraber shots connect, it might just give enough coverage for LG Chivas to potentially push up and realize all in very close proximity. Now FaZe have been here for quite some time, Mavericks goes down.
Well, there's Jem Burton. Don't turn your back on Jem Burton. It's as simple as that. FaZe destroyed by Dark Zero, but now they're finding out that this is a tough situation to escape from. Zaniel doing his best job here for Sentinels. They're into the top 7, but can he find an island? There's a solo in front of him as we move over to Realize who clean up Dark Zero. Sentinels also fall.
Exit also still alive and were able to clean up those final pieces of Sentinels. So, a solo on Exit. Realize moving from the western side. LG Chivas will hold the north, whilst Moist and Tom Youngkung will be on the eastern side next to the one building that's left. And Realize have had a game here. Looking so confident at the moment, the Bloodhound just giving them that extra info and allowing them to get those survey beacons throughout this game.
Now, how do you move across the open water with Tom Youngkung, LG and Moist all looking at you? We were saying LG went under the radar in the group stages. They were so consistent with their points, but they didn't really have any zones to call home that they could pick up a big win, where maybe this is going to be the one down.
And that could be the difference. Sometimes if you haven't got that Dark Veil to allow you to cross, you are just going to be peppered by everyone else on the map. Exet get taken down. One member of Realize survives, so realistically, we're looking at Tom Youngkung, Moist, and LG Chivas to win match number 3 here. So Tom Youngkung hold the southeastern side. Moist, though, they've been having so much presence on the top of this rock right now.
Ellos están
Tenemos que mirar a izquierda, tenemos que mirar de este lado, ¿ok?
Aquí tenemos
No
zona,
veo
aquí estamos bien.
no veo a nadie. Está cruzando apenas.
Sí, está cruzando uno.
Ok, mira. Ahí está la Barton.
Oh, tú estás tantito el
Tengo la energía, tengo la
Aquí
energía.
estamos bien. Nomás colín esto, nomás colín
remata.
Y balas, güey.
No tengo balas, no tengo balas.
Estoy escudos.
Tengo doble 99. Nosotros estamos bien aquí.
¿No me puedes dar una? Yo nomás tengo el Kraber y 0 balas de bol.
Oye, no tengo balas.
Peleando un
Pero
solo.
pues si
¿De
quieres te
qué
paso
quieres?
una.
De energía.
Te paso esta, pero no tengo ligera.
Te paso ligero, ok.
Paro.
Ahí siguen los vatos arriba,
Sí.
La piedra.
¿La tienes más ligeras?
No.
Te puedo
Tengo
dar, te puedo
79.
dar.
Ahí sigue el vato arriba de la piedra, Si se
A la
te
derecha
carga el
acaba de
muro,
matar.
¿tú favores?
Tengo un acelerador, yo tengo un acelerador, me lo pongo.
Moist have the height advantage in this final fight. The difference is the zone will close before them and they will be forced to drop. So if LG can survive in and around that rock that they're kind of pre-aiming at the moment in the cannon, they might have the cover last. And Tom Young Kung are trying to swing a little bit out here, and Moist have got to be careful with their left-hand side.
Well, Moist have got the Rolling Thunder and Black Hole to work with as we get towards this final circle as well. It's about making sure it drops at the right time. The same could be said for LG Chivas. The exact same composition. Rolling Thunder available for them too.
Let's check out this area.
But that Kraber in the back pocket, if there's any bullets left in there, could be what really sets LG Chivas aside from the other two teams here. Even though Nizo at the moment, R99 in hand just in case anyone presses up on him. With the fact he's not switching it out on set, that makes me think that maybe he might be out of bullets.
Also thinking that maybe if you miss the shot, the time it takes to switch over is guaranteed damage for the R9. Also the Digi threat, of course, is going to be there, and knowing the Bangalore's are heavy in this lobby, you want to be able to do damage as soon as physically possible, but the zone is going to force our teams together now. Moist still holding this rock for as long as they physically can. Fussy does have that black veil available, and the dark veil, excuse me, and you have to wonder.
Oh, 2 bullets.
If it's the best catwall that's going to win it. Oh my god, he's threaded through 3 players there, not connected with the Kraber shot.
Well, Tom Young Kung are closest to where this circle's going to be. Dark Veil's going to be massive just to cut off the vision a little bit. One more bullet left for Nizel could be huge for LG Chivas if he's able to connect with it. But with the Dark Veil being down at the moment, you want to put it away as the high ground is now gained by Tom Young Kung again.
No real impactful damage being done at the moment.
No one wants to take that fight.
Nobody wants to be the first to fall because they know if they were the ones who engage or get pushed themselves, then it's going to be an opportunity for the other team to push. But look at this, Fussy makes the play! Fussy the Catalyst steps through the wall and says it's time for us to step our game up. Look for some KP and look for this dub.
Yeah, but now Moist are taking so much damage as well. Fussy in the sky, the last real threat here for Moist.
3 squads still remaining, but LG still as a 4-3. This should be an LG Chivas win here.
160. Muy bien, perro.
LG finally get a zone that pulls their way, and they make the most of it.
And not even finally pulls their way, but they finally have a ring console as well. Game 2, they just didn't have that information, and it really does show how much it can affect you if you don't get into one of those early spots in a lobby like this. Every fight is going to be difficult, but LG Chivas were very patient. They were holding that northern building for quite some time. They had eyes on the likes of TSM, the likes of Doja who are arriving, Blackhand as well later on. And they were just applying that extra little bit of pressure and making sure that no one was going to take the northern side from them.
I think they're just their positioning in that endgame was what won them it. They knew that the other two teams were going to be forced down from the height, and they would be able to get some pretty free shots and be able to close things out. As the boys from Mexico representing once again here on the ALGS main stage.
And LG